Hello everyone, we are back to Panzer Corps, but this time it is Panzer Corps 2. I didn't want to play Panzer Corps 2 immediately when it was released because I knew that the game would not be polished enough to be playable, and now after the 4 updates I think the game is ready. Of course the developers will release the updates and polish game even more, but I think now it's pretty much okay and fun to play. The Panzer Corps 2. I played a few missions, I read also the manual. There are some very important and significant changes, but still the core mechanic is still the same. But yeah, there are many changes, so we will cover these changes now in the first mission. Well, I will talk a lot about the differences between the Panzer Corps 2 and Panzer Corps 1. So let's start the new campaign. This is the Wehrmacht campaign, and we can start from any of these years. Of course, we'll start from Poland 1939. I think I can play on the highest level, Generalissimus. I think it's even possible to select even these special challenges. I think these special challenges, they correspond with what we had previous, this Rommel, Guderian and Manstein levels on the Panzer Corps 1. I'm not going to select any of these. I'm still fairly new to this game, but I will just change undo uses to unlimited. This kind of gameplay suits me the best. I'm not going to cheat, but I like, to see something possible to do, and it's easier to do it with when undo is unlimited. Okay, so I'm going to leave everything as it is. We will play both Poland South and Poland North, but now we'll start with Poland South. Okay, so in this screen we are required to type our name and then select our strength and our weaknesses. I mean, the game definitely can be changed a lot with these strength and weaknesses. This can be a completely different game. For example, slow modernization, if it's selected, then we can't upgrade no more than 3 units per mission. If it's inefficient supply, then we are getting a reduced amount of supply per turn, which can be a problem, and also it may not be a problem. So there are many here weaknesses that we can select, but you can also select on this side quite powerful strengths. I'm now going to play the game without influence of these strength and weaknesses. I will just select Liberator. Liberator just gives us plus 50 prestige for capturing flags, and that's it. So I will keep everything the same. And let's start this.
Good morning, Herr General. You have my congratulations on your new promotion, but now is no time for flattery. I have been personally informed that the invasion of Poland, codenamed Fall Weiss, is to commence immediately. Preliminary estimates for the operation's completion was 3 months. But now High Command demands the conquest of Poland in weeks. Mere weeks. To this end, I have transferred a detachment of 10th Army's forces to be placed under your direct command, effective immediately. These men are well trained, but like you, they lack combat experience. I am certain they will serve you well, and that you will mold your new Panzer Corps as you see fit in due time. You should secure key crossings on the Vada River quickly, to facilitate your movements and prevent the enemy from fortifying the river line or possibly destroying the bridges entirely. I have also been informed that our declaration of war will be arriving later. So, you should expect little, if any, resistance in the first few days of your advance. In fact, should you seize Kielce quickly enough, your forces may be able to block Polish mobilization efforts entirely. This would force the understrength Polish garrisons in the region to fight without reinforcements. I eagerly await to see the results of your first combat operation. Don't make me regret putting my trust in you, Herr General.
Okay, so this is the end of the briefing. I played this mission already, so I know what we have to do. Our plan is going to be very simple. We are not going to advance on this both fronts. We have only 2 artilleries. We'll push forward over here to Kielce. We will not engage in Kielce until this airfield is taken and until all our air force is transferred over here. And then we will engage Kielce, eliminate the Polish forces over here and attack from rear. So now let's talk a bit about the game. The spotting mechanic is still the same. So discovery, they can see 3. Okay. We now move this recon over here. Entrenchment is different. Now this hex has a base entrenchment of I get the information. Yeah, that's the information. The base entrenchment of this hex is 3, and then the unit this hex unit can have a maximum of entrenchment of 8. This means that this infantry basically is not entrenched. It has only base entrenchment, so it will retreat. Of course, if number of their points is suppressed enough. If the entrenchment, base entrenchment is higher, if the unit entrenchment is higher than base entrenchment, then unit is not going to retreat. So every time when you fire with artillery, you need to reduce unit entrenchment to base entrenchment. In the Panzer Corps 1, the base entrenchment was 0. So what this means that when we would fire enough artillery shots, the base entrenchment was 0, then we would attack with infantry and we would not have any problem with entrenchment. Now in the Panzer Corps 2, it's not possible to reduce this base entrenchment. Base entrenchment always stays, no matter how much we shell this hex. And the only unit that is actually ignoring entrenchment are the engineers. Okay, so they are ignoring entrenchment. So this means that they are definitely the best unit to clear any town hexes. Also, it's important to say that they are giving bonuses to adjacent units. So if, for example, if we place unit like this and this, okay, let's first. When I attack like this, I will get -10 and -6 for the Polish. Now if I do like this, it's -10, -7, so it's a bit better. But engineers are giving bonuses, so also this adjacent unit has a bonus because it's next to engineer. So encirclement works that we need. For example, for this unit, we need to encircle that unit from all sides, or that if the unit is over here, if we control this and this hex, then the unit will be encircled. Basically, we need to control all the surrounding hex of the infantry. If you are controlling all of these hexes, then the unit will be encircled. And the edge of the map is counted as supply, so we can't just encircle the unit and then think that it's going to be encircled if there is a path to edge of a map, then the unit will still get supply. Mass attack still works, so this is the case. I will get the mass attack bonus from these 2 infantries, and also I'm getting additional here accuracy bonus from the recon. So this is the new thing in the Panzer Corps 2, it's called accuracy. Each unit rolls when it attacks and when it defends, it rolls a certain number of hits, and then if there are hits, the number of hits is increased if the accuracy is greater. cavalry over here. Now we will also move on to discovery. So if I move like this and move like this, I have a mass attack, but I'm getting a better mass attack bonus if I move. Now the unit is encircled because we are controlling these two hexes and these two hexes. They still can retreat even if they're so. If I want this unit to surrender, I need to suppress it enough, and then all these hexes they must be populated with our units. Otherwise, the unit will still retreat. Okay. What else? The spotting is basically the same. There is also one thing with the spotting. The place now they're spotting a lot. They're spotting not only the place when they arrive, but they're spotting everything while they move. So I will show that. Artillery now, of course, it can move and it can disembark. If I select like this, now it's disembarked. Or I can move, if I go a little bit forward, it will still be embarked. The same is for the motorized infantry. What else? Yeah, some units, the reduction of entrenchment goes faster in Panzer Corps because this artillery destroys 2 points of entrenchment with every attack. Before in the Panzer Corps 1, only one entrenchment could be destroyed by single attack, but now this artillery can destroy 2. There are even artilleries that can destroy 4 points of entrenchment with a single attack. It's also important to know that now the units, they take these core slots. So if we overstrength some unit, then we are also going to use the more core slots. So for example, this Panzer 1, I can overstrength to 4. Yes, I can do it. But for 4, I can deploy 2 Panzer 1s. So is it better to have 2 Panzer 1s of strength 10 or 1 Panzer 1 of strength 15? That of course depends on what kind of heroes we have. Yes, there are heroes, and we will get heroes as this game is progressing. The heroes are scripted, so every time when we start a new campaign, the heroes will be selected from first to last mission. So no matter if we try to reload, no matter how many times, we will still get the same heroes. Of course, when we start a new campaign, then the new list of heroes will be created for that campaign. What else? Okay, if something interesting comes later on, I will also try to explain right at the moment. So okay, we have this. Okay, and there are for example, this with green hex. These green hexes, they are the victory objectives, but this one over here is supplied. It has this semicircle filled in with the green. This is a supply hex, so no matter if we encircle this unit will still receive supply. Circle this hex over here. After each turn, because the unit is not supplied, all their suppressed points will still remain suppressed, and for each next turn another suppressed point will be added to the suppression. So yeah, it is possible to encircle some units and then wait few turns until they're completely suppressed, and then they can be attacked without taking any casualties on our side. There is also commander trait that this can be doubled. So with every single turn, 2 points of suppression are ready to the infantry when they are encircled and when they are not on the supply hex. When it comes to unit types, I think it's basically the same like in the old Panzer Corps. We still have infantry, tank, recon, artillery, fighter, tactical bomber, strategic bomber. This is the same, and we are going to have also in some missions we will have ships as auxiliary units. It is important to know that recons, they gain experience when they are providing recon for attack. So when I attack with artillery, this recon will get some experience. Also it's important to mention that this artillery is giving artillery support only against the soft targets. So for example, if enemy armored recon, which is hard target, or with enemy tank is attacking and I'm supporting my infantry with this artillery will not fire. The artilleries that are these 15 centimeter artilleries, they are giving support against the soft targets and the hard targets. Okay, so they are doing the both. 10.5 centimeters, they're supporting only against the soft targets, while this big one, 21 centimeter, it's giving support only to when the unit is attacked with a hard target. But it has one special ability. It's called counter battery fire. This is really interesting. So it will fire at any attacking artillery units with its firing range. And this one, as you can see, it is entrenchment killer. It destroys 3 entrenchment with a single fire. That's about artilleries. There's also now a feature of the overrun. That was the feature a long time ago from the Panzer General 2, and now this feature is also available here in Panzer Corps 2 if the unit is weak and the terrain is clear, and also the unit is not supported by any artillery or anti-tank unit, then the tank can overrun that unit and you will still have points to move and attack another unit. Now the anti-tank units, they're providing support to adjacent friendly units when they're attacked with hard type units, with tanks. Okay, I think this is and now the strategic bombers are destroying fuel and ammo when they attack. All right, there are also many other small details, but okay, let's now play. Right over here, we will let's attack with our strategic. Okay, we will attack with our engineer. Some losses are expected. So now this anti-tank can see too, so it can see up to here, so we are completely invisible to this anti-tank gun. Over here we don't have a recon. We will attack with this Panzer Turm. Maybe let me see like this. Oh, we will attack with this one, just to be sure. We still suffered one. Okay, now the overrun actually happened. When this tank overrun, he still can move and attack. Okay, now when I recon, before the plane would recon only, okay, if it's 2, we would be able to see around him over here. But now when I move, so in the Panzer Corps 1 we would see this. We would see this, this would be in Panzer Corps 1. Now in Panzer Corps 2, basically we see everything. Everything is revealed on the part of the plane. We are safe. They can't see us, and we can end this turn. Okay, so now let's move a recon again. Okay, we will move also this anti-tank. Maybe not here. More like this. Okay. This infantry, yeah, okay, there is now a new feature. Okay, let me undo. There's now a new feature. It's called Force Marched. It gives us +1 move point and cooldown is 3 turns. So basically, the infantry can move 4. Okay, now this anti-tank gun, 2 of them surrendered because they didn't have any movement points. So this also can happen. Sometimes it's not necessary to encircle enemy units completely for them to surrender. If they run out of movement points, they will surrender. Okay, discovery they can see up to this hex, so we are not going to move forward. We're just going to move our units, move tanks closer. I know that they have some planes, but at the moment they can't see us, so they are not sending any planes. So, okay. Yeah, and our planes, yeah, the range is somewhere around here, so this is why we need to capture this airfield. And unlike, of course, yeah, I didn't mention this, but yeah, the planes now they operate from their airfields. And after the end of the turn, end of the enemy turn, they return back to the airfield, to their airfield. So it is necessary to capture airfields and then to operate from the new airfields, because, for example, right now, Kielce is completely out of range, so yeah, we will need to rebase our airfields over here. Also, the changes with the reinforcements. Now, also, when the next mission starts, we'll have to pay also for the basic replacement. So in the Panzer Corps 1, the basic replacements were free. Now they're not free; they also cost some prestige. I think the replacement is 50%, 100% more, 100% more expensive than the basic replacement, green replacement. I think this is it, yeah, for this turn. Yeah, when we capture this anti-tank gun, we also then earn some prestige. And what we also get, I think, do we have this? Now we have this 2 in our pool. So if we capture enough this Polish anti-tank guns, then we will be able to also to deploy them. Okay, now with the recon, we can move forward, but what's my problem? Need to eliminate this recon, this recon discovery. I'm not so sure that we can do it. You just see the, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is what I noticed, and I'm also not clear completely on this, but I noticed that on the road we are getting some travel bonuses. So this tank has a movement of 5, but it's apparently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will move 6 on the because of the road over here. So road is definitely giving some bonuses. Yeah, okay, so here we can see because of the minor road, the track is 0.8. So yeah, it's yeah, then we spend only 0.8 per move. Which means that we have one that we will move on the road 6 instead of 5. This recon can move a lot, but I can't move on to this hex. I would like to move on to this hex. I can wait for one more turn. If I damage now 3, that's simply not enough. I can also damage with artillery. They will see me. Maybe it's also not the bad thing to be. I can maybe also disengage with the recon. I'm not so sure. Okay, let's now try. Maybe a fighter will be able to. Can't reach with the tank anymore. We can with this one. Excellent. Okay, then I think we are safe. Okay, good. With the recon we move forward. Okay, so we are still undetected by the Polish. Let's move tanks over here. I don't expect that this infantry will move. Artillery forward. Our engineers. And one additional infantry. Yeah, this is the maximum range of our strategic and maximum range of fighter. So this infantry is entrenching, so it's now entrenchment 5 out of 8. We can now stop that. I think there is over there is flux, so okay, we will we'll stay away. Okay, next turn. So now the goal is to capture this airfield and also not to be detected while we are doing it. One additional change is related to hills. Hills, they also give high ground, they give some advantages. So units they get the +1 spotting and range units at artillery. For example, if artillery is range 2, if we place it on the heli hex, then the range will be +1, which means 3. Plus the melee units gets +10 accuracy when defending attacks against the attacks from the low ground. So the hills are definitely good. I can move like this. Pioneers over here. One tank over here. I'm going to move one infantry here into the forest. Artillery can go over here and one infantry. Okay, no more attacks now. Yeah, we didn't capture Kielce fast enough, but that wasn't goal. Okay, now planes. There's a bomber over there, and this bomber now can see how much? Can see 2. Can't disengage anymore with my recon. This is a problem because this fighter, all right, had decided to go over here, but yet this can't be controlled. So yeah, unfortunately, if this fighter look here, yeah, then probably we would destroy this one. Let me test this. Okay, I'm not the time cheating, but okay, let me see. Okay, if I move the Stuka first, their order in this, because I don't know. Yes, there is an order. Yeah. Okay, we will still roll it back to the results that we have. What I did in the first place. So it's filling clockwise. Okay, I didn't know this. First on the airfield and then clockwise from this hex. Okay, recon. Probably it will be attacked by enemy tanks because they can see the recon, but it will stay over here. I think it can survive. These units will stay put. I can only move my infantry over here. I don't want to be visible to enemy. And I'll just wait next time. So they didn't attack. Excellent. Right. To use a recon or not? I think if I move him over here, he has a movement. He's wheeled. I think this one. Movement type is wheeled. Yeah. So on this terrain, how much I'm spending? Wheeled 2. So if I go over here, then I'll be able to retreat, I think, to the same spot. There's another tank, huh? Okay, but now I don't have a recon for this attack. Next time we will attack. Next time. Oh, there's another bomber. Okay, I need to shut down this bomber. Okay, bomber is over there. Okay, 6 turns out of. I think we are good. Okay, let's shut down this bomber. There's also one thing that fighters are less effective as they are far away from their airfield. It's also important. How much they can move? 5. They can reach anywhere. Yeah. I'd like to have a recon in this attack. Maybe okay. Maybe we can finish off this completely so that they can't see us. Can capture Kielce like this. We have engineers. We are just going to suppress them. This artillery will go over here, infantry here, and this tank can go over here. We have also this artillery. Okay, they surrendered. I want to keep my infantry in this forest and I will capture this with a tank. So we are still out of their sight. Turn is 7. I'm playing safe, but our units are still not experienced, so it's better to play safe. We'll destroy this tank and we will move to attack this artillery next turn. Okay, the AI still doesn't know what is going on. They can't see anything. Okay, we overrun this. And now recon. Okay. Where can we move artillery? Over here, and this artillery, okay, we can go forward. Especially without tanks. Okay. This is risky because this tank is not protected by... I didn't want to fire with artillery first because I was afraid that it will retreat. And I want to eliminate this artillery. But it's not going to happen apparently. It will, okay, excellent. We'll go with a tank over here. Artillery here. This now infantry is protected by 2 artilleries. Maybe they will attack us. And let's move infantry. We can now start bombarding this. Sternate. Okay. But they attacked our tank. Yeah, they can damage our early tanks without a problem, this Polish infantry. Okay. Is it now possible to attack Radom? I think it is. Recon is at position. We have our strategic. Well, maybe not, okay. We'll take this. This infantry is on the river Hex, so it should not be a problem to attack her. Yeah, unfortunately, okay, I need to protect this infantry. I don't know, do they have anything over here? They have an infantry, but they are not going to... Oh, this is not good. I need to protect my engineers. Wait, maybe... What's March? They're not going to abandon the victory hex. Yeah, it's not abandoning victory hexes for the counterattacks. This one infantry, they managed to damage my tank. Okay, this is now captured. Let's continue attacking this. These are Polish engineers, they're tougher. Okay, but now basically okay, let's move like this. They have a flak over there. I will transfer one fighter over here. Stuka. I will also transfer Stuka to the left. I will leave strategic. It will bombard this this town. And fighter, he can also go over there. All right, we have 5 more turns. 5 more turns. All right. Now over here. Over here. Let's move like this. So they have this this recon. I can't attack him because of the flak. Can't attack. He will probably attack my recon. This artillery, yeah, I would need to fire, but I'm afraid to move because of the recon. So I'll move over here. Using force march, so yeah, okay. Yeah, he moves and attacks. Yeah, now engineers will be damaged quite a lot. This is also a good attack. Okay, this is not entirely bad because we are going to capture this. They are not fortified anymore. Yeah, okay, so this is okay. Okay, we still need to run with our recon. I mean, I can attack this flak, but this is can we go back? No, we can. We can't. Let's go with the recon over here. Okay. Have 3 more turns. I would really like to capture everything. This artillery. Let's move like this. Okay. Next turn. I think infantry should not have issues with in dealing with this flak. Good. But this is captured, alright. Recon, nice. Stuka will destroy this. Okay. Here we will need We will need normal infantry to deal with this. Okay, they will not leave the... Otherwise it would be super dangerous because they can move over here and attack artillery, but they are not going to do it. They will not leave the victory hex. These engineers, they can just rest, and they are, well, they have 500 experience. So the repairs, they are going to cost, that's for sure. Okay. Next time. We have a few more turns, it's fine. Okay, let this infantry, they can... Huh, alright, let's use Panzer 1 to overrun this anti-tank. So we kept this as well. Let's go over here. Now we have a support from Recon. We can wait for one more turn. We'll wait for the last turn and then we will end it. They're already now suppressed. Okay, let's wait for the last turn. Okay. Okay. And now this battle will be over when we enter this hex. Let's now save. We'll save its first campaign, first mission. And this is the end turn. Okay. So, okay. And now we will enter. How much? We have 2000 prestige. It's a victory. Now we will get the overview. Stuka for now has highest kill death ratio. Okay, this is just a start. We have a little bit more than 10 units. Okay, so we cleared the whole battlefield. We suffered some losses, especially these pioneers, but it's okay, we will repair them. It's much more important to get experience as fast as possible. These artilleries are solid. And the recon, yeah. I use this recon a lot, basically in every possible situation. So now he already has 1.5 star. Okay, this is all for the first video. In the next video we will play, I don't know, the mission that goes after this one, or maybe I will just start a new campaign and play with Poland North. I play Poland North mission. Anyway, this will be all, and thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.